Hey folks, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Joy here. I'll be doing a fragrance review, and today I'm going to be doing a fragrance review based on a sample once again. So I've been collecting few samples lately just to experience these fragrances and to decide whether I want to buy a full bottle or not. So I'm let you know these are like very small samples. So this think of it as like initial impression or just based on a small sample, which could be not precise or accurate, but nonetheless, I can try the fragrance at least once. So basically, this fragrance review is going to be on bond number 9, Bleecker Street. As you can see, I have a very little juice left. I gave it 2 wearings on this fragrance twice, and this is going to be my 3rd day. So I'll let you know just like sort of like initial impression, and I'll let you know if it's worth the hype, because it's a very hyped fragrance in the community. And this fragrance, it's known to be familiar to another fragrance from Ralph Lauren that I will also tell, and I'll let you know my thoughts on it. And I will in the end suggest something that could be an alternative to this fragrance, okay, at a very affordable price. So this fragrance here, bond number 9, is a niche house. Like their fragrances, they have a lot of fragrances, and the bottles are all kind of similar pattern like that or so, and their fragrances are priced very very highly. Like 50 ml, it's going to cost you easily like more than 100 ml of any designer fragrances. And we have some bond number 9s. If you want to find some, you can go and try it. Yellow boutique, they carry some bond number 9 fragrances. Anyway, so few what you call few information. Bond number 9, Bleecker Street, actually is the green bottle. You guys know, if you've seen, there are lots of reviews on it. Many people love it, swear by it, and they absolutely love. There is a blueberry note in it, okay, which is why it's very popular. And the fragrance I was talking about that is similar to is Purple Label from Ralph Lauren. That one is also hard to find because that's discontinued now. So bond number 9, you can still find it. Price is going to be like $230, $250 or $300, give or take, for the big bottle. And they also have limited edition, which is a gourmand. I think I never tried it, but I heard of it, read it from Fragrantica. There's a special edition that has Swarovski stones and jewels on the bottle that will cost you $400, okay. So yeah, and this fragrance was released in 2005. Ralph Lauren Purple Label was released in 2003. Okay, so 2 years gap, and they say this fragrance actually tried to capture the essence of the Purple Label, right? So we'll see what I think of it, right? And the concentration is on this, I think, is EDP or EDT, I'm not quite sure, but let's see. So let's give this one spritzer in my right hand, okay? All right, so I don't want to okay, right. So this fragrance, let it settle down. I think the notes in this are a little bit of the main player up top is blueberry, and there is some sort of herbal opening, and then later some cinnamon. There are some woody notes, and there is some sort of a slight bit of spiciness to it. Okay, so it makes it sort of like oriental kind, but it's never mind. So the opening is very very fresh. You can definitely detect the blueberry in it, the fruity aspect of it, and it opens a very sparkly, sort of fruity, nice transparent kind of fragrance, and it's a summer wearing, definitely a summer fragrance. And really love the opening on this. It's really really nice, pleasant, okay, but it's not very heavy. That's the one thing I will tell you. The opening is not very heavy. It's very very citrus like. It's a lot of citrus. Maybe there is a rosemary or some sort of sage. I think there's sage in it, so it gives it sort of that herbaceous sort of kick. All right, I think this is actually, the fragrance itself is very very nice. I don't want to say like I got all the notes so far, but it does remind me of another fragrance that I own in my collection, which is the designer version. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. I sorry about the break. So the fragrance that is somewhat similar to this one that I have a designer version of, it's also not very well known to us today, but it's from the house of Pakorapan. I will give you the reason why I'm saying this is similar to bond number 9. This Ultraviolet Man, okay. This fragrance I'm wearing at my left hand. So I heard the comparison. I'll let you know what I think of it. So smelling this, first of all, the 2 wearings that I gave it from small sample, it doesn't matter small or big, because sometimes samples don't give you the full spray experience, so you'll think like, oh, maybe it's weak. But what I understand from this sample, and I also have MFK samples, those are similar sprayer as this, similar sort of burst, but those fragrances from the sample last a very long time. Longevity on this is pretty poor on me. I don't know if anyone else would feel that way, but Bleecker say the first thing that I noticed is performance is really really poor. It's a very opening, maybe perhaps very strong, the opening, but after 2 or 3 hours I cannot detect it anymore on my skin. So it's not one of your strong points, if I say so, for a very expensive fragrance, but it's okay. Many of the fragrances like Aventus, many other fragrances do not last these days on many people. So in that way, if you really think for the money, if it's worth it, I would say no. Okay, this fragrance, it smells really nice. It smells fruity, herbaceous, fresh for summers or spring day. It will be great wearing. But if you're thinking to wear like an expensive niche cologne for summer, I would rather go with this one, the Paco Rabanne one. Why? Yes, there are a lot of differences up top. They're not the same. This is more on the synthetic side on the opening, but the price on this Paco Rabanne one, you're gonna pay like $40-$45 tops maximum for 100 ml bottle with a beautiful bottle. Bond number 9 bottles kind of are not my favorite. You know, if I'll put the picture up top. But what really happens to me is like when I look at the price tag for 50 ml, it's gonna be like that expensive, or even 100 ml that expensive, and they don't exactly smell. Okay, they smell nice, but kind of like many of the Bond number 9 fragrances to my nose that I tested, at least 4 to 5 I tested, they smell like very designer like, and I do not know if it's just me. And it's okay, the prices are up to them, but smelling this fragrance, I would definitely say if you can afford it, you can go for it, no problem. There's a Bleecker Street is a nice fragrance nonetheless, but for the price, you know, the smell, on the dry down, there are there are a lot of similarities between these two. This one is, it has that notes breakdown as Bond number 9, and the purple label, very expensive, very hard to find, first thing, and second thing is very expensive as well. So instead of hunting down those overpriced fragrances which are nice but more designer like, they're kind of nice. I'm not saying they're like not nice, okay? Like these smell kind of like, you know how Angelman would smell, okay? They're not the same, but Angelman is like designer fragrance. It smells unique, it smells very nice and very original. That's what these fragrances smell like as well. This is very original, okay? Ultraviolet Man, it does have some sort of berry note in it, but maybe instead of like blackberry or blueberry, there's something else in this, okay? So kind of synthetic, but most of the fragrances are, right? But then spending $40-$45 getting an exquisite, like, you know, like presentation wise, I really like it. So it's not a comparison video, but what I'm trying to say is, to me, this fragrance, I feel like it's kind of overhyped. It's fruity, it's fresh, it's citrusy, it's there, and it gives you that purple feeling. Yes, good, but spending that much money on this fragrance, I don't think I'll be going for a full bottle. You know, I don't want to say I'm snob against this house or anything, but the way it's overhyped, to my nose, it smells pretty ordinary, to be honest, okay? It's more natural smelling than Paco Rabanne one. I never smelled the purple label, but this one, for the price, the ratio wise, this is not a full bottle worthy for me, but I'm enjoying the smell of it, okay? So performance wise, initial impression, first few sprays, you can check out the Fragrantica notes breakdown and read other people's comment. Longevity, it's very poor on this. I'll give it like 5.5 to 6 out of 10 for longevity. Projection, absolutely nothing from the sample. I gave like 2-3 wearings. I cannot detect it unless I bring my hand like to my nose. But the smell, very nice, very refined, smooth and fruity summer fragrance. It smells very beautiful. So smell, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. Versatility, I think winter time, it's not gonna last because it doesn't last in the summers or spring. So kind of poor, I would say 4 out of 10. Compliments wise, I think it can get you compliments because it smells really nice. It smells really masculine as well, but I think women can wear it too. Occasion to wear it, I think it's for casual purpose. It's not a suit. It's not a suit tie occasion, okay? It's more like your daily wear, you know, which can be done with many other designer fragrance. For example, Ultraviolet Man, you can wear this with your t-shirt, jeans, which same occasion you can wear the Bleecker Street for. Just you feel a little bit more upscale and you pay a lot more money for that smelling a little bit more natural. That's it, right? So overall, this fragrance, I would suggest this one. This one is very unique still. It smells very nice and different than any other fragrance in the market right now. This is underrated, okay? Over this, I would suggest Ultraviolet Man from Paco Rabanne, right? And this fragrance, from me, it will get for the quality itself. If you take out the whole, like let's say do not talk about price. Okay, let's say this is not expensive, this is more like $100-$150, I'll still give this 7.5 out of 10. Bleecker Street by Bond Number 9. I think it's a little bit overhyped. Okay, a little bit overhyped, and people who love it may hate me for saying this, but it's okay. I'm just letting you know my honest opinion. Not full bottle worthy for me, at least at this stage of my collection. I rather look at some other fragrances in the same house. Okay, so Bond Number 9, Bleecker Street. And do let me know your thoughts, and do you guys get good performance out of it? Because I didn't. Right? Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a very nice day. Bye bye.